Hello students, welcome to Pathak's Computer Academy online classes. In the previous video, we learned about printers and monitors with their types. Today we will see Central Processing Unit in detail. The contents are Introduction to CPU, parts of CPU, and other important information. So let's start. A central processing unit can also be called as processor, central processor, or microprocessor. So, whenever anybody asks about microprocessor or processor, you have to tell about CPU. Okay? So, now what is the working of CPU? A computer CPU handles all instructions it receives from hardware and software running on the computer. For example, I want to work on MS Office and write something. So, with the help of MS Office software, we give some instructions, and that instructions given to the CPU handles it accordingly. Okay? CPU also helps input and output devices to communicate with each other. So, it means with the help of CPU, we control each and every part of computer system. Next point is CPU is installed or inserted into a CPU socket located on the motherboard. Since modern CPUs produce a lot of heat, they must be kept cool with appropriate fans and ventilation system. This is the pictorial representation of block diagram of computer system. Here you easily see that control unit and arithmetic logical unit is the part of central processing unit. We already discussed when we learned about the block diagram of computer system. Now, control unit. Control unit is the brain of computer because it controls all other units of computer. That's why the first point is written, it directs all the processor's operations. The control unit acts as an intermediary that decodes the instructions sent to the processor, tells the other units such as ALU what to do by providing control signals, and then sends back the processed data back to the memory. So what it means? It means control unit takes data from the memory, gives instruction to the ALU, ALU perform operation on the given data, and the processed data given to the control unit, and then control unit sends back that processed data back to the memory, from where the appropriate output device is to be used for showing that data to the user. It does not process or store data. It manages and coordinates all the units of the computer. Okay? Now, arithmetic logical unit. An arithmetic logic unit is a digital circuit inside the processor that handles arithmetic and logical operations by loading data from input register. We already see in the previous slide that whatever the given data by the control unit and instructions with the control unit signals, ALU perform operation. Okay, and the processed data, or you can say that the result, stored in the output register. From output register, the control unit will move this data to the memory. So overall functionality of ALU is to perform arithmetic and logical operations on the given data. Clear? Other than this, some important facts are: to function properly, the CPU relies on the system clock, memory, secondary storage, and data with address buses. The clock speed of a CPU refers to the number of instructions it can process in a second. Clear? With the help of clock speed, we can identify the speed of the CPU, or as a layman, you can say that the speed of a computer. The CPU contains internal memory units, which is known as register. CPU have a lot of registers, for example, stack register and many more. These registers contains data, instructions, counters, and addresses used in the ALU's processing. Like, what is the current data is processing by the ALU, next instruction to be executed, where it is located, and others. Other than this, the CPU has an internal bus for communication with the internal cache memory. Okay, we already know that CPU has a cache memory which works like a bridge between the main memory and CPU, so that CPU perform well, because main memory speed is lesser than the CPU's speed. So with the help of cache memory, CPU stores those data or instruction that are frequently used. Okay, that's all for today. Today we learned about the CPU and their parts. I hope you have a very clear idea about the basics functionality of CPU. In the next video, we will see computer software and its types in detail. Thank you so much.